What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, of course, to Travis RC. It's finally time for another video. I know it's been a little bit. Monster truck season started, so that's kind of in full gear. I've been busy getting cars ready. I was supposed to go to the MNRC race in Winona, Minnesota last weekend, but I've had some troubles trying to get a trailer brake controller installed in my pickup truck, and yesterday it finally happened. So we're ready to go, and what's gonna happen is we're gonna take the camper to Rick's Hobby Farm for points race number 2. Now this could possibly be the biggest video that I've had so far for two reasons. One, we're taking the camper on its first trip, like I said, but also I don't wanna dilly-dally around too much. Let me introduce to you the newest addition to the Travis RC racing fleet, this Tekno NB48 2.2. to go along with, of course, the electric buggy. This is the first time that they have been together. I just got the stickers on this thing. I was up late last night mounting tires, finishing the rebuild on the shocks because those needed to be done. So this car actually came from Christian Franchek, who you've seen on the channel. He's really good. He ended up signing with S-Works, so he was getting rid of all of his Tekno cars. So he gave me a great deal because he wanted to help me out, get me into Nitro, so I really appreciate that, Christian. Thank you very much. We spent an afternoon in my garage breaking it in because it actually has a brand new Adam Drake 3 OS motor in it.
Get it spinning so it can get up to RPM and then push it down. Wait, so yeah, oh, it's down.
We did the break-in in my garage mostly because it was raining outside, so couldn't take it up and down the road that day to really give her the beans, but I was able to do that after the fact. Motor's awesome. It's going to be super reliable, super easy to tune, and hopefully I really shouldn't have to touch a tune that much. Hopefully I can start it when we get to the track and it'll be good to go. A couple weeks after that break-in, I took it to Rick's for a little bit of practice, and I'll put some footage of that here. It's going to have Christian's old body on it that I was using for practice, but the motor ran great. Suspension was lacking. One of the shocks only had half the amount of oil. The thing obviously handles very differently. So the last time that this car actually competed was in Silver State last year. So Christian ran this car. He was actually leading his class in the A main until something in his brakes broke. So I'll put some footage of that here also. That kid can obviously wheel, so we know that this car can perform. We know that it's capable. We know that it'll get me around the track. And with the fresh shock rebuild, proven platform, it's even got like the mono brake mod in there. I don't know a lot about it, but I know it has a mono brake. It has Nitro Pro servos in there. I have, of course, a Gens Ace receiver pack, brand new ProTech switch. We're running the ultimate air filter setup, and like I said, brand new Adam Drake 3 with a brand new pipe as well. And we also have the ultimate racing clutch down there, and that's one of the adjustable ones where you put a couple pins in it, basically move them opposite directions, and you can kind of change or tune your clutch engagement. So right now it's on 2. I don't think I'll ever really need to move it away from that. I replaced the fuel tank here as well, so that's looking brand new, and I even have a offset. If you can see that, it's kind of offset to kind of move it away from the windshield there, so it's not tugging on the windshield at all. But this fuel pull actually comes from Arnold Performance products. It's super neat. And Seth Arnold actually reached out to me via email and asked if I wanted to try some of his products, and I was like, yeah, of course. He had some Nitro specific things that he thought I'd be really interested in. So not only did he send me the orange tank pull, but he also sent me a yellow one. He sent me a blue one. I actually might put the blue one on there. That might go better with this body that we got. He sent me some after run oil, which was great because I didn't have any at the time. Switch hole plugs, some slide return bands, some carb return bands there, some awesome tire caddies, and there's 6 to a package. That's great. So he sent those in black. He also sent them in green, orange, and blue. So thanks a ton to Seth for sending those over. I love everything that he sent me so far that I've been able to use. You can check them out, arnoldperformance.com and arnoldperformanceproducts@gmail.com and Arnold Performance Products on the socials. Opie's making his return to the channel today. He's going to be joining me on this little adventure. So as soon as he gets here, we're going to hook up to the camper and we're going to go to Rick's. Take our time. We're going to get there nice and early, luckily, so we're going to take our time kind of getting the camper set up, getting familiar with that whole flow of things, and then get the cars kind of ready to go and maybe see if we can do a little bit of practice. I think the cars are basically ready to go. Mostly just some nut and bolting, just get set up, get organized, and see what we can figure out. Well, thank you to everybody that made this Nitro car possible. First of all, my wife for allowing me to spend the money. Second of all, Jen Zayas, of course, the best bang for the buck in RC racing battery performance. Fierce RC Solutions for some of the best deals and shipping lead times that you can get in the RC industry. And then, of course, Suction Stickers for really helping make everything stand out here. The car looks fabulous. The electric car also looks fabulous. The paint, I wanted to do something just a little bit different from the electric. So DRC Graphics, check him out on Facebook. He did a great job, and I really, really love how he did the window trim here with the fade orange inside of that black. It just looks freaking sharp, man. But I'm gonna get everything in the truck here, get ready to go, and then we'll see you for the drive. Hey guys, Travis from the future here. Just wanted to pop in really quick during the editing process and let you know that I went ahead and I launched channel memberships. So for $5.99, you can get early access to upcoming videos, shout outs at the end of every video, and I'm gonna work on some member exclusive content as time goes on, and whatever it is you would like to see for member exclusive content, please let me know. So if you would like to become a race team sponsor, just go ahead, go to the main YouTube page and click join. $5.99 a month will get you those things that I mentioned, and it'll help me greatly in buying tires. Lots of tires. There's never enough tires. And other things too. So I'd really appreciate that. Some people have asked how they can support the program further, and this is one of the best ways that I can come up with. So no obligation, but if anybody does decide to go that route, just know I really appreciate it and can't wait to do some really cool stuff with this in the future.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you
Oh shit, look who it is. While we're stopped, of course, picked up a little caffeine, so I think it's time that we do a little caffeine check. Ope? All right.
Travis made me get this. It's like a team thing, I guess.
That's not true. He did it under his own free will.
What is free will?
I'd like to know.
Yeah.
Let me know when you find out.
Yeah.
Oh. Ah, there it is. Oh yeah, put it down. All right.
Hell yeah, brother.
It tastes like, I don't know, what's it taste like to you?
To me, that tastes like I had a little too much to drink the night before.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I had none to drink the night before.
Yeah, those rehabs come in clutch if you've had a couple too many the previous evening. So
yeah,
we got caffeine, we got fuel. Trailer's going pretty nice.
We've got desire.
We're gonna listen to that song now. Can't play it on here. I don't want to get demonetized. You know, Metallica, Napster back in the day. That was the thing.
Lars would have your ass.
That's right. So
better beat that.
Nope. So we're gonna wait until this is done, play some Metallica, and then we're gonna continue to drive to the track. Trailer's towing nice, can't complain. So we got about 40 minutes to go, and then we'll be there and get set up. So we'll see you at the track. All right, you'll have to forgive me for the lack of any kind of video or documentation or anything after we got here, because as you can see, it's getting a little dark. We already had dinner. The camper is all set up, so I gotta say the drive over was surprisingly smooth. Everything went really well. We got it set up, got some water in there, so we are all set. We got the electric fireplace on. It's rocking in there, man. Slightly chilly out. It's like 60 degrees, which is great, but it's pretty windy. So it's nice to have a warm place to hang out if needed. There was definitely some rain in the forecast, so there was no practice done. So the way that me and the other people basically that are here already also camping also looked at it was, well, by the time we get all of our stuff out and set up and trying to make sure the wind doesn't blow it away, because like I said, it's pretty windy, we're gonna have minimal track time before the rain hits. And the rain still hasn't hit, but it's still cold and windy out. So no practice laps as initially planned. But that's okay. We're having a good time. We're hanging out with the boys over here by the fire, having a couple brewskis. No practice tonight, but that's all right. We had a good time tonight, hanging out with everybody else, chilling in the camper, going to get dinner, and that's okay. So the weather was obviously kind of questionable and ended up not really raining at all, just a couple sprinkles here and there. So we'll see how the track looks tomorrow. We'll see if we get any rain overnight and kind of figure out what the game plan is from there. But as far as tonight goes, I'm gonna go ahead and get the e-buggy battery packs charged up, gonna get the receiver pack for the Nitro car charged up, and then the battery for the starter box charged up. Oh, and the transmitter. Everything's gonna be charged for tomorrow morning, and then we'll wake up, get coffee, rub the shit out of our eyes, and then we'll get the tent, the table, everything set up and ready to go for the race tomorrow at Rick's Hobby Farm here in New Richmond, Wisconsin. And I think it's going to be a fun day of racing. And I'd like to be able to pull out a podium, at least an e-buggy, if I can help it. So Ope and I are going to chill out, and then we're going to hit the hay. So, bleh! Bleh! All right, race day morning. We only have about an hour left to practice and we haven't hit the track yet. So Opie is currently doing some preheat on the motor here, and I'm gonna take the Nitro out first and just try to get that out of the way and do a little bit. I'm not gonna spend a ton of time in it. After that, I'll take the electric out. All right, so just a little recap from practice. I started with Nitro and I just wanted to get a little bit of the feel for it. I know I'm not gonna be super competitive, like I said, so just wanna get the feel of it, make sure I can get around the track, and then make sure that Opie is kind of up on pit stops and just kind of what to do, make sure he knows how to restart it if it flames out, whatever the case may be. That all went great. Ooh, there's a jet. Where'd it go? That's badass. RC Jets here at the RC Airfield. So that all went really well. The car felt like it handled awesome. That shock rebuild really did a lot to help me out here. And then I went to electric. It is so hard to go from Nitro with the smooth power delivery to the electric with it being so instant, and the car was just super loose in general. So I'm gonna go from blue compounds to greens on my reflex, I think, for round one and see how that goes. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna move my rear camber link down on the inside a little bit, because I wanted to do that at the last race and I forgot to, and that should hopefully help with kind of the back end getting a little squirrely. So we'll see how that goes, and we're gonna do round one of something here. So I'll see you then. It's all right, Xander, we're only waiting on you.
Okay.
Go ahead and just cross the line through the section, but oh, wow, yeah.
You son of a bitch!
Alright, it says Tony G on the tone, less than 5. Ian. Travis. Savannah. Xander. Frank. Mike. Fred. Jeremy. Steve. And Matt. Everybody off and running. And we can get a lot of skill in here. So far, we got Xander outbound for 505. Xander's got the 80. Savannah first, Mike and Fred. Brent up to 6, 3 and 7. Steve, 8. Travis, 9, 3, 10. Just under 2 lanes. shows the team against Jordan out of the plan. 10-5-08, Danny was 10-5-18, second, Katie and third, 10-5-1, Savannah and Hogan at 10-5-6, Jordan. Third, double, Carlson after double. Off the double. Everybody on the wheel, please. Alright, let's take the extreme after that. First position, that's 50 seconds to bonus group. That's next 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Savannah and running that second to Richmond, 9-5-0-1. There's Nitro 11 that they found that first season. This time we just line, we will be
Sorry, I had a weird bounce.
I got through it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh no! What happened? Dude, what are you doing?
I just lost like 20 seconds. Oh. I stuffed it into a pipe and the marshal wasn't even looking.
Oh, Tyler is seeing the last
Lane out. I kept losing signal to my receiver. I don't know. I didn't have that problem before. I don't know what the problem is. All right, round one recap. Not great. Electric started off really rocky. I was just driving terribly. It's so hard to go from nitro to electric to nitro to electric or electric to nitro, whatever, right? The car is obviously a lot more punchy. It feels super loose. So I don't know if that's more of just me needing to dial back on my trigger finger a little bit. Maybe I could turn the power down. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what to do with the radio in that situation to kind of calm it down a little bit more. So ended up, I think I was in 9th or 10th or whatever at one point, and in the second half of that I made up a lot of time. It somehow ended up 4th. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So that's cool. So that gives me a little bit of hope as long as I can just kind of keep my shit together and stay consistent and smooth and really dial back my use of throttle. Nitro, the car felt great. It's super smooth. I'm happy with the power. It's handling really well. I think it's honestly, for the most part, handling better than the electric car. It's pushing a little bit in the tighter corners, but overall, it's handling great. I noticed my transmitter was vibrating, and I wasn't sure why. And then all of a sudden, I didn't have any steering or throttle. And then it came back. I'm like, oh, that was weird. And then it happened again, and then it happened again, and then I pulled off. There's no point, you know, I'm obviously going to finish in last at that point, and I don't want to ruin somebody else's race because I end up steering into them or something on accident, even though I'm not actually steering. So I don't know what happened with that or what the issue is. I took the battery connection for the receiver pack. I checked that, unplugged it, plugged it back in. I made sure everything going into the receiver is tight. I don't see any issues, so I don't know what the deal was. So I did all that. I just topped the charge off on the receiver pack, and we'll see if it happens again. If it does, I don't know what to do, because it didn't happen in practice earlier. It didn't happen a couple weeks ago when I had it here, and it's only happening in certain spots of the track, and that's what's really kind of thrown me off. So like in the bottom right-hand side of the track, I noticed it happened there. I don't know, kind of a mystery. So I'll see if it happens in the next round. If it does, I don't know if I'm even gonna worry about the nitro main unless I can figure out what's going on, and I'm not gonna stress myself out over that, to be honest with you. So all that being said, I'm gonna keep rolling here. Cars are ready to go, tires are cleaned, and I'm gonna grab a quick bite to eat, and we'll see how round 2 goes. Hopefully better for both cars.
Jeremy on the phone and that's in 5. Savannah. Travis. Mark. Xander. Brent. Joe. Ian. Tony Green. And that's right. Everybody else, everybody underway. That could be a pretty nice day. But not too bad. Everybody get a lot of Q&A. Jeremy came out on that and throwing the heater down straight flat for 30.7. Travis now up to that number 2 on the 10.5.13. Brent up to his third now, 10.5.24. Savannah up to fourth, 10.5.26. 10.5.26 as well. Second between those two, no Peters, and sixth place, 10.5.30. Crazy now, 10.5.30 up to 7. Paul going back up there, they kept Larry in the state, he kept along with that. Jonathan Living. Creighton gets it one game. A couple of smooth down laps as each of them need to go. Halfway through it, Green still holding strength on the gas for Lee. That was wrong. That gets to the point now. That is Servo to the point on a 10.5.14. Brett 10.5.21. 10.5.23. Savannah in fourth, 10.5.24. Now from the fourth, Savannah got 10.7. From the 10.5.26, another 10.5.33. 10.5.33. Savannah 9.508. Mike 9.508. Ian 9.510. Tony 9.583. And Tony 7.514. Great. I was out here in qualifying. Second roll, clear. Great racing in qualifying. And Coach Allison wants to be able to get the guy in the straight race. He's going to get inside of him. Oh, there's a little slide job on him. 1.5 minutes to go. Travis out front. Brent only 2/10 of a second behind him. That's going to be really close. That's taking down. Right up to that third spot now. Moving all the way up to fourth. Xander in sixth. Savannah 6th. Green 7th. Mike in 18 and 19 and 8 and 11. Fast lap of the race so far complete and a 30.3. Travis extends that gap a little bit now into his right. 2.55 between those two. 3.5 between turn and the third spot. Xander in fourth. This is all really close. 30 seconds to go. Drivers 30 seconds to go. Starting up with a big driver in the back. Kurt. He's staying short of Kurt right now. Xander, now not up to second spot. Xander the first, went to fourth. Travis 4.5 seconds. want to keep your head, that's like 28 to front. Then you take that 28 to front. After both them. On that come down to the big keep there. After there and there it is. 1 minute. Keep going, keep going.
Wait, did I stop too soon?
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
Make another lap just in case.
I hope I didn't. I thought I heard my name.
This time you drive, you'll be done. Alright, so we got a couple more lights, Yep, you and Trey are all still live. Oh, good.
I'm out. I was losing signal again.
Lost signal. A little juice. Clear it out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm glad I didn't put any pressure on myself for Nitro to go well, because it's not. All right, round 2, much gooder. Well, for the most part. In E-Buggy, went ahead and won that one, and the key there was I didn't drive like an asshat this time, and I didn't get marshaled one time, not once in that whole run, which might be a first for me ever. So if I can keep that up, keep the nerves under control in the main, I'll be sitting good. I don't know where I'm going to be starting in the main yet. 4th in the first one, 1st in the second one. I don't know where that's going to put me. I don't remember if they take the best one and use that, or if they combine them, or what they do. I don't recall. Nitro, I had the same issue again. As soon as I pulled out of pit lane, lost the electronics. Before that round of qualifying, I was rushing. I was trying to see if I could rebind my radio and receiver in the Nitro to see if that would help, because that's the first thing that people said is try to rebind. Wasn't able to get the receiver to go into bind mode. I was in a rush. I had to go straight into my electric heat, so I said I'll worry about it later. So after this last round was over, I did that. I'm going to go out in a few minutes here and see if that made a difference, and hope that it did. If it doesn't work out, I'm not that worried about it. And I'll just sit out Nitro this time, and I'll go back to the drawing board, and if anything, at least I learned a lot. For the Nitro, we also had issues getting it started in the first round, and then also issues in the second round. Somebody was like, oh, your glow plug's back. So change a glow plug, and it started right up, of course. It's the same glow plug that was in there for break-in, and I totally forgot to swap it out. And I meant to a few times and just never got around to it. So that should be good to go. So we'll see how the electronics turn out, but everything's ready to go. Nothing I need to do with the cars. Did a little nutting and bolting, and we'll see how the Nitro goes. Otherwise, we'll just chillax a little bit and hope we can get on the podium. Speaking of podium, here's the new podium that they just got here at Rick's Hobby Farm. I believe they got a big help from Boom Graphics there. A lot of you are probably familiar with Boom Graphics, but it looks great. So ideally, we'll end up on there today. We'll see. Sorry.
No rush.
Nice start.
Marshall's 8-minute novice 8-skill A main, less than 5. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Everything's still going. Nice clean first lap and then drop the hammer. Then gets around there. Alrighty, here we come. Looking out for the first ball. Still got Travis to cut out 4, 5, 5. Earlier said it, Travis, Caden, Jimmy, Brent, Matt Wilson, Xander, and Mike Peterson. Travis, Caden, Jeremy, a little gap on the field. Xander, from the wood, power in that buggy. He's gonna be a shakedown race. Got the leaders coming up on the cone. Jeremy gets it wrong. Let Xander slide up there. Let Matt Crump slide up there. Top 2 coming around. Top 3 going 2. Travis to the side. Waiting right there. Waiting for the field. Those guys stepping out a little bit. Xander coming across the line. Xander up the field there. Matt Crump for him. Mike Peterson first up. Travis Wilson Freeman in the back section over the double team, over the double get past him. Got Crumble to get double too. He's not that far back. A bottle or 6, Matt right there. He did great work. Just over 2 down, just under 6 to go. Oh, we see that Caden to the fence. Did not see that either. The Caden now to the fence. Travis right behind him. Xander to the front. Mike Peterson to them now to 6. Brent to 7. Jeremy to 8. Ian and Mike Stone to 10 to 7 to 11. Xander with the hot rod of the race so far. He's got the speed. Maintain consistency. Be ready if there's a mistake. But right there, getting the first one. Oh, he gets to do it again. Back on the lane. Caden Travis both go through the double section. Less than 2 seconds between them. It's 5 back to Crum. Then gets past Tony. Mike's right there. There's 2. Mike, I mean, leading section 8 behind Crum. Top 4 is there. That's through the track. Oh, Caden gets it wrong. Travis goes to the double. Gonna put him on his wheel bumper. Crum checks up smartly. No mistake there. Just over 3 minutes in. Just over 3 minutes. Just over 5 to 12. Caden, Travis, Matt, Crum, Mike Peterson. Let's see top 4 right now. Travis all over. Xander's back in that area. Brent jumped up to 5th. Here to 6th. Xander to 7th. Xander now 8th. It's a great battle. Mike and Matt are right there. Coming over that lower down the straightaway in the lead. That's for the second between them. There's both right there. They're all in the same section. Katie gets it wrong. Now he's back in there. He gets to the mic a little bit. All of them are the same second. Mike gets it wrong. Oh, look what's coming good. They're trying. Oh, leader gets it. Oh, Travis gets it wrong. Katie's coming over the last guy. Now, four goes up to the bank. They're all pretty close. Mike gets it wrong. Matt gets back around him for 2. There's Katie. There's Travis. Here comes Tom and Mike around through the corner. Third and fourth, right there on the straightaway. Brent and 6th, Jimmy 6th, Savannah 7th, Xander and 8th, Ian and Mike, Tony and 10th, Trey 11th. Leaders only got 15, 88, 1.2 seconds is the gap last time, 58-20 for Travis, 58-33 for Matt, 15 flat for Mike. Leading down the straightaway. Oh, Travis. He's got the second way down the straightaway. So we can get a little bit of a cushion now. Mike's still not too far back. This is going to go right down in. 240 left to go. 240 left to go. Susan, Travis, Matt, Mike, Brent, Jeremy, Savannah, Xander, Ian, Tony, and Greg. Alright, there's Travis on the straight away. There's Matt on the first, Mike on the straight away. He's going to see those triple fingers. He's got a little bit of a cushion. And you see that chicane on the back side of the track there. Travis and Matt hitting around. Make it go off of the triple. Not really losing any time though. A little bit back from high. 87 I think you want to see the rest of the run. That's what we're thinking. I'm really running off the ground. I'll keep on see the gap between those two. Battles everywhere on the track. 7.1 second lead right now for Brady. 2.7 between Matt and Travis. Mike 1.5 back from Matt. Oh, say that. Mike gets it wrong. Not going to lose any spot though. Nice place for Tony G there. Hayden coming down for a straight Travis over the big hole. Matt over the road, big hole. Uh-oh. Oh no, now the kicker's got an issue. He's off the track. Oh no, they took Mike to third. Mike to third, right to fourth. Just Travis a little bit of much moving in that place. Hayden's got 8.1 seconds gap and a huge gap in front of him. He can continue going the road down the first straightaway. That's why we need to call for 50-50 on there. Call for 50-50. Draw that to 2 races. 45 seconds to go, David. 45 seconds to go. Even at this draw track, Mike Peterson, Peter, Brett, 14, Smith, Savannah, 6th, David, 7th. Turns out in 8. Ian 9. 11. 30 seconds to go, drivers. 30 seconds to go. Couple of smooth laps. Drop the hammer, drop it on. Here comes Travis. 15.22. Mike over the roller. I think Savannah and Ian right there, two come down the straight over the double-double. There's a 7-1 will be done. That's well done. And that's the line will be done. Travis in second. Mike's coming out the back stretch there.
Nice work, dude. That was good. 2 in a row.
Not late, but he's showing up.
Jason Grimmer.
This should be a great day.
Nate Sutherland.
All right, let's do the quick race recap here. I don't want to take too much of you guys' time on this. I know this is a long one. And first, I want to apologize for taking so long before I could get another video out. Monster truck season is in full swing. And if you're not familiar, I work for a company called Monster Truck Throwdown. We produce monster truck shows around the Midwest and a couple in Canada as well. So as you can imagine, that's a little busy. But fear not, for as of now, there's going to be a plan to keep more content coming, attending more races, and I'm really looking forward to getting on the track a little bit more. So let me start by talking about Nitro first off. So during practice that day, I had no issues. I had no radio problems whatsoever. Everything worked great. The car handled awesome. The engine was running super smoothly. I was really happy, and I was really looking forward to actually getting into the heats to see how I could place. But the universe had other plans, and as you saw, I kept losing signal to my receiver. And the way that I initially noticed this is my Noble NB4 Plus was vibrating, and I didn't know why. And then I lost signal for more than just a split second, where I actually knew there was an issue, and I looked down at my radio and it said signal lost. So that obviously happened a few times, and between the first and the second heat, I just decided it wasn't worth it. Before the mains, I tried to rebind the radio. That was the biggest thing people said, is rebind that radio. That didn't do the trick. I checked all the connections, the receiver pack connection, everything was fine. So the receiver that I have in that car is actually a FlySky antennaless receiver. So I actually bought that receiver to put in Tyler Aubert's B7D that I used at ONS, and I just figured I got to take the receiver out of that so I can give that car back to Tyler. I'll throw it in here. I think it'll be fine. I had no issues when I practiced a few weeks back with it. I had no issues practicing before those heats, like I said, but once all those other Nitro cars got out there, I don't know if all the frequencies kind of started flying around, and then in certain spots I was losing signal. So I went ahead and I got a bigger receiver with an antenna. It's going to be the same receiver that I have in the e-buggy. Actually, I'm going to put that in the Nitro. Hopefully that'll do the trick. If not, then I've got a major wiring issue somewhere. But I can't wait to get the Nitro going. It was good to still get a feel for the start of the races, pit stops, etc., etc. So let's go ahead and talk about e-buggy. I didn't think the first heat went very well. I thought I actually placed close to last in the first heat, and like I said in the caption of that video, I couldn't really hear the announcer that well because of how windy it was that day. So I thought I was doing awful. I felt like I was doing awful. Somehow we ended up in fourth in that heat, which I was pretty happy with, all things considered. Going into the second heat, it went phenomenally well. I've never driven that well in 8 scale or 10 scale probably. I didn't need to be marshaled once. I had a great consistency rate. I think it was like 96 or 97%, which is probably the best I've ever done in any racing so far. And I didn't have the fastest lap times, but I was smooth. I was holding it together. I was composed. I was all the things that you need to be to find success on the track. And that goes to show you don't need to be the fastest car out there. You just need to be the smoothest, the most consistent sometimes. And more often than not, that's going to get you a win. That could have been my first heat victory too. I don't remember. But with that, I was really happy to see that I was able to qualify first. Competition was really tough that day, so it was definitely a big accomplishment in itself to be able to have that pole position. And the race itself went pretty good. Had a really good start. The subsequent laps immediately after that went pretty well. And over time, after I lost first, slipped into second behind Caden, we did have a pretty decent little gap there between second and third. So as long as I kept it good, kept it controlled, I was going to be on the podium regardless. And when I snuck in that last lap there, right before the tone dropped, podium was locked in. I just needed to make sure I didn't make any big mistakes so that I could let third get by. So it was really cool to finally get that 8 scale podium in only the first few races that I've had with any 8 scale. And I'm having a lot of fun with the 8 scale stuff. I gotta say, I think I prefer it over the 10 scale. 10 scale is just something I do because it's really the only option I have, but ultimately I think doing 10 scale does translate to being quicker on a dirt track also. It was also great to get Opie back on the channel. It was awesome to take the camper out for the very first time since we bought it. That all went really well. It's definitely a luxury to have a place of your own at the track. So as of right now, I got to make a plan for the next race. It may be the 4th of July weekend. We'll see. I'm trying to play out and see what's all happening that weekend and make a solid plan. I'd love to be able to do it though, so that we can get another video in and of course get more time on the track, because ultimately that's what I'm going for here. So like I mentioned earlier, we have the channel memberships going. Just go to the main YouTube page, click the join button, $5.99 a month. I'd really appreciate anybody that is willing to do that. If you're not already subscribed, you definitely should be. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. And as always, I have to give a big thank you to Gens Ace. They provide the best bang for the buck in RC battery performance, especially if you're a racer. Also a big thank you to FierceRCSolutions.com. They have some of the best deals in RC racing products, also some of the best shipping lead times as well. And the newest sponsor to the race program, of course, is Suction Stickers, who completely outfitted both of my cars. They were able to use logos from their own library, change the colors of them. I sent them custom logos. They were able to do those as well, but they also make t-shirts, sweatshirts, custom pit mats, transmitter wraps, battery charger wraps, and they're always working on new products also. So make sure you hit up Suction Stickers. They're on Facebook only. Send them a message and make sure you tell them that Travis RC sent you. And like I said, guys, if you're not already subscribed, please do so. We're getting really close to that 2,000 subscriber mark, and I'd love to be able to make it over that line before the end of summer. We had a hell of a great weekend. We're going to get back to the drawing board on the Nitro car. We're going to make sure that everything on the electric car is going to stay good, and hopefully it just treats us well through the rest of the season. So with all that being said, guys, I'll make sure that I see you in the next one.